Okay, so let's put this to use. We want to use oxidation numbers in order to decide what's happening in a particular chemical reaction. We're going to identify what's been oxidized, reduced, and what the oxidizing and reducing agents are by monitoring the oxidation states. So what we'll do is we'll start by identifying what the oxidation states are of the elements in the chemical reaction. So in this case, the elements hydrogen and chlorine have 0. And in the products, we've got +1 and -1. Okay, so as we can see here, the hydrogen has gone from 0 to +1, while the chlorine has gone from 0 to -1. So the hydrogen in this case has lost an electron, and the chlorine in this case has gained an electron. Okay, when something becomes more negative, it's caused by the gain of electrons. So with this information, we can identify the substance oxidized, okay, to be hydrogen. So the substance that has lost electrons has been oxidized. The substance that's been reduced is the chlorine. It's the one that has gained electrons. The oxidizing agent, okay, is the substance that has been reduced. It is the substance that is helping the oxidation to occur. So whatever is reduced is the oxidizing agent, and whatever is oxidized is the reducing agent, which in this case is the hydrogen. So when you're identifying the substances, oxidized, reduced, and the agents, it's always going to be reactants that you are giving. Okay, now this is a more complicated reaction, but it doesn't mean we can't identify what's been oxidized and reduced. What we need to do is go through systematically and determine every single oxidation state of each element in every single compound. Okay, so chlorine is +1, potassium is +1, chlorine is -1. So you're systematically going through, doing the steps that you did on the previous example. I'm going to put some down below here. So you have to go through and determine the oxidation numbers of every single element in the reaction. Now, not every single element is going to have a change in oxidation state. Only the substances that are being oxidized and reduced will experience a change. So what we need to do is look for an element that has changed. So for example, manganese. Okay, this should be +4 here. Okay, manganese has changed from +4 to +2. And the chlorine has changed from -1 to 0. Okay, so in this case, the chlorine has lost electrons, and the manganese has gained electrons. The other elements, like potassium, oxygen, sulfur, have not changed their oxidation number, so they're not involved in the oxidation reduction. So we can now identify the substance oxidized, which is also the reducing agent, and the substance reduced, which is also the oxidizing agent. So the substance that has been oxidized here is KCl, specifically chlorine within KCl, but the entire substance is the KCl. And the substance that was reduced or gained electrons was the MnO2.